Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of SICW All-Star Wrestling here each and every Sunday night. And tonight we're taking you back to the Missouri Athletic Club, a place that we always enjoy going to. And you'll see right there what a beautiful picture, nice ballroom setting. Takes you back to the days of wrestling at the Chase. And right here in this match, you see the ring announcer, Dr. Drew Ebenhaus, making the opening introductions of the Wild One and the Wild Team of Curtis Wild and Wildfire. Always a crowd favorite. Then when they get the chanting, "Let's get wild," the entire audience gets behind him. And of course, he's got his work cut out for him tonight. I'm talking about the Wild One himself, Curtis Wild, as he's looking across that squared circle against the masked man, Waco. And yes, Waco, the man that delivers those vicious chops and does anything he can to get the win in that win column. And there you can see Curtis Wild and Wildfire on the outside the ring, getting the crowd all pumped up here in this match at the historical Missouri Athletic Club. A lot of places talk about beautiful buildings and historical buildings. And this one right here, I believe it goes back to 1903. Sits right downtown St. Louis, Missouri, just a rock throw away from the Gateway Arch. And each and every year they have SICW there. They have the video up. You see the video there, the picture of Curtis Wild on it in Waco. They really go out. They got a stage. It's built. And we can't say enough for Jim Wilson and his entire staff at the Missouri Athletic Club of each and every year, bringing together a group of their members for the best in live professional wrestling. And right here you see referee Nick Reddenauer got the officiating duties in this match. And Curtis Wild doing what he does best, and that's getting the crowd behind him. Oh, a big right hand delivered by Waco, another one, and now it's back and forth. You want some, I'm going to give you some, says Curtis. And it's just, they're back and forth with those closed fists. The referee, they better watch out. Nick Reddenauer will send them to the dressing room real quickly if they're not careful. Oh, big clothesline by Curtis Wild that takes Waco down, but that quick he's back up. Once again off of the rope. Now the reverse elbow by Curtis. And Waco says, "Let me take a little trip outside the ring." And there you see some of the members of the Missouri Athletic Club giving Waco the kind of the raspberries there, as Waco puts his hands on his hips and just walks around. And Curtis getting the crowd even more behind him. Waco slowly taking his time. Do I want to get in there right now? I tried a back and forth punching deal with him. Now he says, "Wait a minute, let's go for a test of strength there," as he raises that right arm up into the air. And Curtis is kind of, "Hey, what does the crowd want me to do?" Lock the fingers up, and oh, but Waco, the crafty one, now backs up, goes to work on that leg of Curtis Wild. Steps over and drops it down on him. Well, the old saying is, if he can't walk, he can't fight. If he can't stand, he can't fight. And that might be what Waco's looking at as he puts that rope over that foot over the bottom rope. And now comes down on it. And you see the cheerleader on the outside the ring, Wildfire, cheering on her man. Another using that rope for its leverage, and the referee telling him, "Let him off of the rope." Wild favoring that left leg, and Waco sees that, and he continues to work on it. Now takes him over right in front of the announcer's table and drapes him over that rope, and now comes across and says, "Oh, let me stretch you over that middle rope a little bit more." You see right there in the far upper left-hand corner the two lovely ring ladies that the Missouri Athletic Club always has at ringside, and they announce the matches and the sponsors, and that's what I really like about the Missouri Athletic Club. They go all out. They take us back in those glory days of wrestling at the Chase in St. Louis. For those of you who are watching who may remember those days, the voice of St. Louis wrestling, Larry Matisek, under his mentor, Sam Muchnick, who was the NWA president for many years right there in St. Louis. That's where NWA basically ran their operation from. The likes of Lou Thez, Gene Kaniski, Johnny Valentine, Fritz Von Erich, Cowboy Bob Ellis, Farmer Marlin, you name it. They all came through St. Louis, just like Waco and Curtis Wilde is doing here that night at the Missouri Athletic Club. Oh, a big judo chop made its mark on the chest of Curtis Wilde. Now back in the corner, and there's another one. I don't think Curtis wants to get into a battle with chops with Waco as he measures him up. Now Waco charges in, but Curtis gets that elbow up. And now a big boot to the face. That moves him back, but now he sidesteps Waco and he comes out of the corner. And now there goes those big right punches by Curtis Wilde. Measures him up with one big elbow, and that takes Waco to the canvas. And the crowd here at the Missouri Athletic Club is behind the volatile one, Curtis Wilde. That got him up, I'll tell you. Oh, but Waco just that quick says, wait a minute. You think you got something? Wait until you see this. Now we switch back, and it's Curtis. He drops him like a hot potato. 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. In just that quick 3 seconds, Curtis Wilde is victorious over Waco. As you see, referee Nick Reddenauer checking on Waco, and you see Curtis Wilde climbing the ropes in the pleasure of all the fans here at Missouri Athletic Club. And there you have it, your winner, Curtis Wilde, the volatile one. Well, fans, when you talk about the big men of professional wrestling, there's one that just stepped in between the ropes, and I'm talking about the silverback himself, Big Joe Helms. He made a return visit to the Missouri Athletic Club, going against a very mysterious individual in Shogun, the masked guy. And you see him there, he's doing some type of karate stance and some karate poses, and Big Joe Helms standing across from him, kind of looking at him saying, what am I doing? Who is this guy? Without a doubt, the silverback was the favorite here at the Missouri Athletic Club. Dr. Drew says, let me get out of here before this action starts. Referee Denny Thomas checking out the silverback, making sure both men come to the ring without any of those foreign objects, as you watch the Shogun over in the opposite corner just winding his arms up. I'm not sure what he's going to do against a guy the size of the silverback, but you got to give him credit for even getting in the ring with him. Now, Joe Helms getting the crowd behind him. They lock up. Big Joe Helms just tosses him over into the corner. I'm not sure if that was a good attack by the Shogun, as he cautiously walks around, and now he starts delivering some chops. Oh, one big one to the back of the neck and the shoulders by Joe Helms. Now a big chop delivered on Shogun. Another one as he has him in the corner. Now he grabs him by the arm and tosses him across and charges right in and smashes him in that corner. Fans, we appreciate you tuning in each and every Sunday night right here on your local YouTube channel of SICW. explosion, our all-star wrestler. Oh, what a big boot by the Silverback, and that just flattens Shogun. We couldn't do it without the support of each and every one of you tuning in and following us wherever we may be, whether it's at the Fairmont City Community Center or the Holy Rosary Gymnasium, or when we're at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds in Belleville, Illinois, where we will be for another huge night on November the 23rd back at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds, and that's the one you don't want to miss. I know you hear that a lot of time, but I can tell you, as the promoter of SICW for over 51 years, everything is on the line come Saturday night, November the 23rd. You're going to hear a lot more about that over the next couple weeks, but get your tickets early for that one, because will it be Devastation Incorporated? Oh, look at that cartwheel, and then just like that, Big Joe Helms catches him with that big clothesline coming out of that corner. Almost tore his head off. A big man making that move is amazing. Shogun staggering, trying to get to his feet. Now Joe Helms backs him up into the corner. A big chop to the chest. Once again, grabs him by the arm, takes him over to the other corner and charges in once again. Shogun tries to sidestep him, just barely caught him, and now it's Shogun on the attack. Chop after, but Joe Helm just pushes him from the back halfway across the ring, and the Shogun's down on the canvas once again. All the offense that Shogun tries to gather gets stopped real quick by the Silverback as he picks him up now. Drops him down on that knee. The Silverback. I think he's just slowly toying with Shogun here. Backs him up against the rope. Irish whips him off, and here comes Shogun. Reverse elbow by the Silverback. Shogun spending more time on the canvas than he is on his feet in this match. And that's the way the Big Joe Helms, the Big Silverback, likes it. Now he picks him up, puts him on the shoulders, and what's he going to do with him? Swings him around and drops him down face first, and usually that's it. That's usually the finishing move by the Silverback. As he says, wait a minute, now what am I doing? He's got the crowd really pumped up here. Now he goes out on the ring apron. What's he going to go over and talk to the young ladies? No, he's signaling like he's going up to the top rope. What in the world is he thinking? Beats on his chest a little bit. But Shogun is still down, trying to get to his feet. Big Joe Helms perched up on that top rope over in the corner. He comes off. Whoa! A big shoulder tackle finds its mark. Knocks the Shogun down. And now the Silverback standing there. Got his hand in the air. What's he waiting for? Shogun gets to his feet, holding onto the ropes. He turns around. He grabs him by the throat. That big gorilla slam and takes him down to the canvas. And I'm telling you, if this isn't over with, I don't know what. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. Referee signals for a win of Big Joe Helms. Fans, you've got that. You've seen the Silverback do it. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments.
Wrestling fans, you looking for the best in daily lunch specials and great menu food items? Look no further than Layla's Roadhouse, 440 Falling Springs Road in Cahokia Heights, Illinois. That's right, a family sit-down dining and always great specials. Also has the best pizza in the area.
I am, yeah.
The only psycho here is me. Who will be coming?
Awesome, I can't wait, man. I thoroughly enjoyed my as it's supposedly coming.
We're gonna overwhelm each other, so.
I got a question.
Belong? Those belts were around their waist.
Hold on. Let me speak.
Finally, we've been waiting for you to come.
And this.
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo. What else you got?
Lucas wants a new belt.
Whoa.
I wish I could. What is it, Vic?
That's not even the real 2360.
Snapchat?
No, it's not.
All right. But today I got a very special guest.
If you don't know who I am,
I will never follow Papa Dank on Twitter.
Have been my favorite wrestlers, and it's like the first time.
Well, wrestling fans, here we are back with more action from the Missouri Athletic Club. And as I said, you talk about the big men of professional wrestling. Rough Cut Rick Ruby is right up there at the top, and here he is at the Missouri Athletic Club going against one half of the Top Guns, Joe Vernetti. You got to keep your eye on this Joe Vernetti because he is traveling all over. He's going to AEW, OVW, wherever he gets the call, he's going. But right now, he's at the Missouri Athletic Club with SICW. Him and his tag team partner, Brandon Beretta, have been setting the professional wrestling world on fire. And they are both graduates of the Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. Ace Wrestling Academy. But tonight, he has got his hands full with Rough Cut Rick Ruby. And when I say the big man, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, there he is. You see him in the lime green. And when he gets that meat moving, it's hard to stop him. And right now, referee Nick Rednire is telling him, come on, let's get it going here. The fans at the Missouri Athletic Club here come to see some wrestling, and that's what we're doing. And this was the night that we had some legends with us. We had Brutus the Barber Beefcake. You've seen just come there to the ringside. He'd been out earlier in the evening and talking to the fans, and so we always try to bring some of the legends back to the St. Louis area, where St. Louis was the hub of professional wrestling. This same night we had Buff Bagwell, and we had Tito Santana with us. But right now, we've got Rough Cut Rick Ruby working on Joe Vernetti. He tosses him off the rope, misses him with the clothesline, misses him with the reverse elbow, and Vernetti catches him with the clothesline, and it's Rough Cut Rick Ruby down on the canvas. Fans, I was talking about Saturday night, November the 23rd. Get your call in, reserve your seats. You can call 618-286-4848. Reserve those seats because Saturday night, November the 23rd, Devastation Incorporated, which is led by Stephen E. and what now has everybody known, Travis Cook has made his way back. Those two are tied up to try to take over SICW. And on that night, there is a 6-man tag match. And when I say 6-man tag match, I don't mean just 6 regular men. I'm talking about 6 of the biggest, toughest, meanest people that ever stepped into the wrestling ring. On the Devastation Incorporated side, under the leadership of Stephen E. and Travis Cook, it's Haku. Yes, when I talk about Haku, you may know him by Ming. You saw several months ago, he joined up with Devastation Incorporated, and now they're bringing in his former tag team partner, the Barbarian, will be with them. And the third man on that team is none other than the international bounty hunter, Attila Khan. And for all of you SICW fans, you know what Attila Khan does, you know what he's all about. But those 3 men, Haku, the Barbarian, and Attila Khan, will take on the All-American SICW team of great friends of mine. I'm talking about Ron Powers. Yes, Ron Powers is coming out of retirement to help defend the company. Him and the first SICW champion ever, Danny Boy Hawkins, is putting back on the tights to team up with the Night Train Gary Jackson to try to defend the company and keep SICW under my leadership. And I'm telling you, it is going to be a barn burner. It is going to be a slobber knocker. And since we've already had the stipulation of that match from November the 2nd, I can tell you that the stipulation that has been added for that night is another special guest, a WWE legend, and I'm talking about WWE legend Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. will be there, and he will be there, and he will be handcuffed to Stephen E. That's right, that was the stipulation that Ron Powers, Danny Boy, Night Train Gary Jackson, and myself, due to all the interference that Stephen E. was doing back on November the 2nd, trying to sway the odds of him being able to name the stipulation. It backfired on him, and so on November the 23rd, we'll have 3 WWE legends in the house with Haku, the Barbarian, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., and then, of course, Attila Khan, Ron Powers, Danny Boy Hawkins, Gary Jackson. So that's a match. If there was no other matches on the card, that is a must-see match right there, even though the rest of the night will be filled out with great matches also. But November 23rd, that is the night that you have to come and see. Does Devastation Incorporated take over? Will Stephen E. and Travis Cook and people like Lucky P. Larson, will they be setting the stage for the future of SICW, or will I keep it as we have been for 51 years? But, you know, it's been a rough road, I can tell you, but I am so thankful for the likes of Ron Powers and Danny Boy and Gary Jackson and people like the Big Texan and Bobby D and Sean Vincent and people like that, even though Sean Vincent went to the dark side. It's guys like that that's been around with SICW for a long time, and I don't think any of them, other than maybe Sean Vincent, would want to see a big change. And you fans, I think you fans have enjoyed what we have been doing at SICW for all these years. I'm sure some of you may like Stephen E., you may like Travis Cook, and that's your prerogative, that's your opinion, but I got to believe that the majority of the good SICW fans enjoy it. Fans, there you see, Joe Vanetti gets to win in this match right here as Nick Rednire raises his hands. We'll be right back with more action from the Missouri Athletic Club. Well, fans, I was just talking about Sean Vincent, and there you see, he is at ringside tonight with somebody also that you need to keep your eyes on, and whether you like him or not, the man with the belt across his shoulder, I'm talking about Big Nasty Glenn Williams. This guy is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the professional wrestling industry. He is a graduate of the Ace Wrestling Academy, and once he graduated, he continued to just keep moving forward, and that's why he has that belt across his shoulder, because he has earned it one way or the other. As you all know, it was kind of questionable how he got the title, but he has the Central States title, and Sean Vincent claims that he has taken him to championship level, and there you see Sean taking the pictures, taking the selfies. But here tonight, we could have a title change because he's going against the St. Louis's popular Jason Breed. And Jason Breed is another one that has been around a long time. He comes from a background of mixed martial arts, tough guy. And Glenn Williams better be careful and not underestimate Jason Breed here tonight at the Missouri Athletic Club. Referee Andy Freeman telling him, come on, let's get this one going. The fans at the Missouri Athletic Club come here to see the best in professional wrestling, and that's what we give them each and every year we go there. I mean, the setting is so beautiful, the ballroom. Like I said earlier, Mr. Jim Wilson and his entire staff at Missouri Athletic Club roll out the red carpet for SICW. And it's really our honor to be there each and every year with them and to bring them the best in professional wrestling. As I said earlier, we had 3 legends with us. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Tito Santana, and Buff Bagwell joined us that night at the Missouri Athletic Club. They all had a fantastic time, and they're sitting at ringside. Over on the far side, you see Buff with that trademark hat he has on, the top hat. You see Brutus the Barber Beefcake had his scissors with him there, and of course, I think Tito Santana may be sitting there. He may have not been out at this match yet, but right now Glenn Williams kind of stalling a little bit. Jason Breed says, "Oh, you want to get the crowd up? I'll show you how to get them behind you." As Glenn Williams, Big Nasty, goes over to the other side of the ring, and you can see the fans booing him, giving him the thumbs down. And there you see Jason Breed getting the thumbs up. Kind of a tit for tat there. Referee says, "Come on, let's mix it up, guys." Each man, slowly they lock up. And Jason Breed working on the arm now of the Nasty One. And I'll tell you, this Big Nasty Glenn Williams can wrestle, he can brawl, but he can also talk. You give him a microphone and he never shuts up. But right now, he's working on that arm of Jason Breed. Jason Breed reverses it, comes up with a reverse arm lock on Glenn Williams. Sean Vincent out there taking pictures of that, but now a nice reversal by Glenn Williams. Nice wrestling moves. That's the kind of moves and reversals he learned in the Ace Wrestling Academy, but now Jason Breed switches it over. Now another side headlock, switched from one side to the other. A little wrestling from both of these guys. Oh, tosses him off the rope. Nice shoulder tackle. Takes Glenn Williams down. Jason Breed telling Sean Vincent, you better stay out of here. These two guys have also had a running feud for several years. You got to always watch Sean Vincent. You know, he's likes to call himself the Canadian hero, but most of the fans call him the Canadian Zero. And he's earned that name because he has learned how to bend the rules quite a bit. At one time, he was the ambassador of SICW. That title now is held by the popular Brandon Beretta, another young and upcoming star that's just traveling all over. A graduate of the Ace Wrestling Academy, but he is making his marks everywhere. He's been to Tennessee, Arkansas, Ohio, and just moving all over the country, showing everybody what he learned from the Ace Wrestling Academy, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. There, a nice crowd shot at the Missouri Athletic Club. Jason Breed on the upper side of the screen now, coming around saying, "Come on, if you don't want to get in, I'm going to help you get in the ring." Sean Vincent down there consoling Glenn Williams. Uh-oh, here comes Big Nasty Glenn Williams and Sean Vincent over there. Jason Breed, I think he grabbed a cane. Now Glenn Williams putting the boots to Jason Breed. Now working on the arm again. Working on that arm. Takes him down. Oh. Now goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Count of 1, 2. But no. Jason Breed kicks out. Reverse headlock now. Referee will check to make sure it's not a chokehold. We have some of the best referees in the business here in SICW. They're not afraid to get in there and mix it up and keep law and order. Williams now kicking the side and the back of Jason Breed. Staying on him now, punches him to the side, to that rib cage. Now puts him through the rope, and now he's going to pull back on him. That's a bad position to be in with Sean Vincent on the outside. Referee gets him back, and there, that's just what I said. Now look at Sean Vincent doing his dirty work. Yes, Sean Vincent working on Jason Breed as a referee being distracted by Glenn Williams. Now tosses Breed into that turnbuckle. Fans, don't forget, Saturday night, November the 23rd, get your tickets because that is the big night. That is the last card of 2024. And when I say the last card, that's the last card of the year. And if it doesn't go the right way, it'll be the last card of SICW as you know it. If Devastation Incorporated, under the leadership of Stephen E. and Travis Cook, wins over the All-American SICW team, there's no telling what will become of those four letters, SICW. So hopefully you'll come out and be a part of it and tell them that you're not ready for a change, that you want SICW to stay the way it is, keeping the legacy of wrestling at the Chase right here in St. Louis, like we're doing here on this night in St. Louis, Missouri, or over in Illinois, whether it be in Belleville, Fairmont City, Swansea, Breeze, Illinois, Sandoval, Illinois, and all the other towns that we've went to and helped organize. Oh, a nice knee lift coming off of that rope by Jason Breed. Takes Glenn Williams to the canvas. So fans, Saturday night, November 23rd, call, reserve your seats, 618-286-4848. It's at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds in the main hall, the big hall. Come on out and help tell Devastation Incorporated, tell the likes of WWE legends Haku and the Barbarian and the International Bounty Hunter Attila Khan that you're not ready for a change. Come out and support Ron Powers, Danny Boy Hawkins, and wait a minute, he's got his feet on the ropes and the referee don't see it. Glenn Williams steals another one over Jason Breed. The referee was down, he didn't see it, he had both legs up on that top rope. There you see Sean Vincent raising the hands as Glenn Williams retains the title. Fans, you've seen it right here from the Missouri Athletic Club. Well, fans, right here, Glenn Williams seems to be confronting the legend sitting at ringside, him and Sean Vincent both. I'm not quite sure what this is all about right now, but this was, I know what this is leading into. This is leading into Sean Vincent and Glenn Williams trying to tell Buff Bagwell and Brutus Beefcake that their time is over with, that their time has come and gone, and that in 2024 it's all about Big Nasty Glenn Williams. And I tried to get Buff Bagwell. He wanted to go in the ring. He wanted to talk with him. And I tried to stop him and said, don't pay no attention to him. You know, they're just letting off some steam. But Buff Bagwell said, nope, Herb, let me go up there. I want to talk to him here. Buff Bagwell was having trouble with his leg. He had surgery and still favoring that right leg. But he said, let me go in there and talk to him. And there you see, let's listen to see if we can pick up what Glenn Williams is wanting to say to Buff the Stuff Bagwell here at the Missouri Athletic Club. Oh, big nasty Glenn Williams thought he was going to sucker punch Buff the Stuff Bagwell, but guess what? He's laying flat on his canvas, and Sean Vincent don't know whether to run, stay there with him or what. But Buff Bagwell and the crowd at the Missouri Athletic Club totally behind Buff Bagwell, as Buff Bagwell is giving Glenn Williams, who's now holding his jaw, a little bashing there. And the crowd loved Buff Bagwell telling Glenn Williams where he could take it and where the sun didn't shine. Fans, will have more coming your way in just a few moments. Don't go away.
Wrestling fans, there's nothing better than barbecue and wrestling. When you're hungry, stop by Mr. Barbecue with 2 locations to serve you in Columbia and Waterloo, Illinois. Great barbecue, cold beverages, and SICW wrestling.
Whoa, here we are, fans. There you see the All-American, the Night Train Gary Jackson was coming down the stage. And who from behind but superstar Steve Fender attacked him before he even got to the ring. Superstar Steve Fender, oh, big right. And now some of the fans trying to get Steve Fender off of the Night Train. But now the Night Train says, I got this, but both of them. Oh, a big judo chop slapped by Fender. Now another one on Gary Jackson. The Night Train. They are outside the ring. They haven't even gotten the ring to get this thing started yet. The referee's telling them, come on, get it in the ring. I don't even know if the bell has sounded. Steve Fender slamming Jackson's head into the ring. And now, he tried to run him into the steps, but the second time, no, he stopped it. Elbow to the midsection, and it's Fender's head that gets ran into the steps. Ooh, action outside the ring. Like I said, both men battling right there at ringside, right in front of that SICW apron. What great view from top of the balcony. And Steve Fender, the man trained by the late, great Harley Race, working on the Night Train Gary Jackson. Now he tosses Jackson into the ring, and the referee says, wow, it's about time. Fans only at SICW where you see the veterans like these 2 men right here. And this was a leather strap match And now referee Andy Freeman's finally got him in the ring, trying to get the strap on him. This was a leather strap match. The purpose is to keep him there, to keep him in the ring, but this action got started before they even got to the ring, so I would say Superstar was trying to get the advantage over Gary Jackson by wearing him down. And this is a leather strap match where the way to win this match is you have to touch all 4 corner turnbuckles consecutively in order to be declared the winner. No pins, no submissions. You have to touch all 4 corners. In the meantime, Fender working on Jackson, who's half in and half out of the ring. He's got him arms draped backwards over that top rope right in front of the table where you see Tito Santana, Buck Bagwell, and Brutus the Barber Beefcake sitting. I had the honor of sitting there with him at ringside. Close view of this action. Now it's Jackson on the attack. Oh, that big uppercut that he delivers. And Fender tags 1. He tags 2. Uh-oh, referee gets knocked down. Right back up. Steve Fender was trying to slowly tag the turnbuckles. He reverses that. Now it's Jackson into the corner, and Fender charges in with a big right forearm. Now he climbs up on that middle rope and begins to deliver some punches, I think, is right to Gary Jackson. Yes, Jackson. And now Fender better quit worrying about the fans and stay his focus on Jackson, because the Night Train is somebody you got to watch. I'm telling you, he's been in this business a long time. Big judo chop by Fender. That leather strap on the wrist. Now, what's he doing? He's taking it off and he's putting it on the other hand. The referee. Now it's Jackson back. Jackson says, you want to box a little bit? I'm going to show you what I used to do. Trying to pick Fender up, but Fender delivers a punch to the head. Now one across the shoulders and the upper neck. And the chop backs him into that corner once again. Remember, fans, the way to win this match is you have to touch all 4 turnbuckles, top ones, consecutively in order to win. And it's Fender now with the advantage. Trying to throw Jackson into that corner. And once again, Jackson stops him and he throws his head into that top post. Now takes him off the rope. Oh, Fender grabs that top rope and holds on. Now Jackson goes off. And this was when Jackson was trying to get out. And right in front of us, he lands on our table. That strap has got him. Oh, and he pulls Fender into the corner turn post. And you can see we kind of scurried out of the way there. They knocked our water over, and Jackson had to climb back in one side and go out the other. And once again, the action flows over into the outside, onto the floor. Jackson picks him up, runs him into the corner post. And now it's Fender down to his knees. Fans, once again, don't forget, Saturday night, November the 23rd, the last card of 2024. It's do or die. Will Devastation Incorporated take over SICW, or will the All-American SICW team of Ron Powers, Gary Jackson, and Danny Boy Hawkins be able to hold on against the likes of Haku, the Barbarian, and Attila Khan, with Bob Orton handcuffed to Stephen E. Man, that's a main event anywhere, any arena. And there you see Jackson rolls up Fender, but there's no pins in this match. I'm not sure what Gary was thinking, but now Fender knocks him down. No pins, no submissions in this type of match. Leather strap match. You must touch all 4 corner posts in consecutive. But Saturday night, November 23rd at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. Come on out. and watch more great history, more memories being made as we've been doing for 51 years at SICW. Will it be over with? Will 51 years be the mark and we fall at the hands of Devastation Incorporated? I'm old, yes, I get tired sometimes, but people like my good friends Ron Powers and Danny Boy, and the Night Train Gary Jackson, the Big Texan, Bobby D, and the list goes on of guys that shares the locker room of SICW, has said, nope, you still got gas in the tank, and we're not going to sit back and let the enemy, like Devastation Incorporated and the likes of the Stephen E., and especially with Travis Cook, come in and tear down something that has been built. They said Larry Matisek wouldn't allow it, Sam Muchnick wouldn't allow it. I've had people from the industry call me and say, Herb, don't throw in the towel. And you got people that are fighting for you. And so on Saturday, November 23rd, the war is there. But right now, the war is in the ring at the Missouri Athletic Club. Gary Jackson touches one corner post, but Fender stops him and starts the attack again. Just delivering those chops to the chest and lower throat of Jackson as he's bouncing back and forth off of that rope. Now it's Fender. He touches the top turnbuckle on one. He makes it over to 2. Is he going to get to 3? Let's see. He makes 3. Oh, man, he's only got one more. Now they're tugging back and forth. Fender reaching out for that, but Jackson pulls him off and catches him with that clothesline. Whoa, that was a close one. He had 3.5, and he was ready for that 4th turnbuckle, and Jackson was able to pull him back. What a match. The Night Train, Gary Jackson against Superstar Steve Fender. It's been back and forth. Each man has the advantage at times, and then they lose it. And it's Fender back on the attack now. Throws Jackson over into the corner, but oh, when he charges in, Jackson with the elbow, another one, reverse elbow, 2 of them. Staggers Fender. He hooks him up now. He twists him around, trying to get him in a backslide. But again, there is no pins. The referee telling him, no, there's Gary, what are you doing? Come on. You know, Gary may be using this to his advantage to get a little breather now. He's got to know that the way to win this, you have to touch those top turnbuckles. Maybe he's trying to outsmart the Superstar and think that he's got him rattled a little bit, but now he's back delivering those elbows. You got to be careful in this match. It's easy to get tangled up in that leather strap, and now he's just beaten across the back and the upper shoulders of Steve Fender. Oh, man, he was leaving whelps. There you see Fender. He tags one top turnbuckle. Gary continues to whip him with that belt. Fender has touched 2 of the belts. Now Jackson stops him with a big right soup bone, as I call them, those big fists of his. Kind of reminds me of Rufus R. Jones and the soup bone big hands that he had. Now Steve Fender takes that leather strap and puts it around Jackson. I'm not sure if he's got it around his throat or if he's got it around his mouth and nose area. Now he takes the leather strap and he starts delivering some whoopings onto Gary Jackson. Oh, man. And I don't know if you remember when you were growing up and you didn't do what mom or dad told you to do, and they get that leather belt out and give you that far. That's what's going on right here. Both of these men getting a little taste of it. I bet that's taking them back in time. And that's what we do each and every Sunday right here on your YouTube station. Take you back in time of great memories of wrestling at the Chase. And that's what SICW does. And now Superstar trying to put him in the hangman's hold, the reverse hangman's hold, but now turns him around. Now he's got this leather strap around his throat. There's one turnbuckle tag by Fender. He's pulling him around. He's going for number 2. There's number 2. And he's got that leather strap around Gary. Gary tags him too. He's following up, tagging right behind him. Fender tags 3. Gary tags 3. Now Fender's going for 4. He's reaching out. Each man has tagged 3 top turnbuckles. Fender was reaching for 4. He hasn't reached it. He's battling Gary back and forth. Back and forth. He kicks him, and Gary tags it, and whoa, the referee says that's it. That was the 4th turnbuckle, and Superstar Steve Fender is irate. Gary Jackson got kicked back into that 4th turnbuckle, and he is going to be the winner here, and he is going to be the new title holder of the International AIWF title. And that's it, fans. We're going to be going home. You've seen all this action from the Missouri Athletic Club, where we have brought it to you, and the action continues, but we're out of time. Fans, we will see you back here next Sunday night at 8 p.m.